Hey, babe, what's up? What are you? Oh, I did it. I finally did it. Look at you, sitting there on one knee, proposing to me with the mermaid pendant. That thing must have cost a fortune, didn't it? Oh, look at you. All confused, all vulnerable. It's really quite funny. You know, I never really loved you. I never really cared for you at all. I only ever dated you because it would hurt you. And now you're here. The climax of my plan, the finishing part, where all hell gets put on you. Thank Yoba that it all worked out. I mean, anything could have gone wrong, but it didn't, because you were so ready to fall right in my trap. I began planning this as soon as I heard you were moving back. Nana told me, and well, my blood went hot, boiling. I never thought I'd hear your name again, let alone see your face. And as soon as I did, all those memories came rushing back. And I figured it was time to get you back. For all those years you put me through hell, for my whole life that you ruined. You look confused. Do you really not know what you did? Well, I guess I better explain it to you. I mean, revenge makes no sense if you don't know what you're being punished for. So let's go back. First year of high school. You and me, we were on the same grid ball team. But you were the quarterback. Me, I was just the setter. Second in command to the quarterback, only shining in the light when you were out. And this wasn't just one occasion. Of course, it was in everything. You know, those were the days I used to try in school. Nana always told me that I needed a good education if I wanted to get that scholarship. Being athletic just doesn't cut it nowadays. So I studied and studied and studied. I finally got to a point where I beaten myself every day, curling over books, and then going out and practicing grid ball. I never got to sleep before 2 a.m. Oftentimes I'd have to be pulled back into the house by Nana or Gramps. But nonetheless, it was never good enough. It was never good enough. And you know who got valedictorian at the end of the year? You. The person who always stole my spotlight. And it made me so angry. At the end of our high school career, my dream, my goal I had worked so hard for, you got it. You got the scholarship to the big fancy high school. And me, I was left here. I never got to go to the special college. I never got to play on a pro grid ball team. I never got my dreams. And so now I'm here, still in my younger years, yet my life is over. And so what does this have to do with you? Well, you ruined my life. You are the reason I was always in second place. How I hate that word. And now you're back. You know, I noticed it through high school. I knew your little secret. You weren't like the rest of us boys in the team. No, you were someone else. But of course, if that got let out, you would be ruined. And I wasn't the boy to ruin someone. Never was, never will be. At least that's what I thought. But now all I want to do is ruin you. You know, I saw the way you looked at me. I saw the way you looked at the teammates. With a special glimmer in your eyes. You saw us more than teammates, didn't you? And me the most of all. You probably had so many fantasies, so many dreams running in your mind, too afraid to tell anyone that you were, metaphorically, of course, playing for the other team. But I knew. Oh, I knew all right. And so when you came back, I figured I would let you have your dream. I would let you live out those fantasies that you dreamed about so many nights in high school. And it worked. As soon as I greeted you on that first day you were back, those hearts in your eyes came back, the pale pink tint in your cheeks livened. Oh, it was like a storybook. I knew from that first little smile I had you hooked. And I kept rolling with it. I continued playing you because playing's what I do best. Eventually, you asked me out and I said yes. I sacrificed my perfect relationship with the girl I love, Haley, to be with you. And do you know why? So I could break you. A couple years go by and here you are, down on one knee, proposing to me, asking for my hand in marriage, asking me to live on your farm and tend to your animals every day for the rest of my life? Is that what you're asking? Here's a better question. Do you really think I ever loved you? I mean, I'm a good actor, but I'm not that good. You clearly saw the signs. Red flags were everywhere, and yet you kept going, blinded by this false reality you had made up in your mind. And where did that lead you? Nowhere, but on one knee, humiliated, holding back tears as you clutch the mermaid pendant, something you spent seasons of savings on. Why am I doing this? Why am I so evil? When did I turn like this? Second place does a lot to a man, but I'll have you know I will never be second place again. I was the king before you came, and I had to show you that you can't just come back and reclaim your throne. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go back to that little cottage of yours, pack up all your stuff, and leave this place and have it return to how it was before you tainted it. Goodbye, farmer.